reason why I'm here now is because I wanted to lean on something. Oh, perfect. The branch is just catching my head. Yeah, I am quite exhausted because going through these things, like these emotions, and at the same time trying to work out my own life is quite hard. And that's why, once more, slacklining for me is one of the best exercises to just clear my head and to just remember, it's about the focus. It's about walking a straight line and ignoring everything that surrounds you. But still, you are aware that these things are there, because as long as you are aware of it, you know that it may be bothering you. So today, I didn't realize how much it was bothering me, but a part of me didn't want to leave the house because I felt guilty to leave my dad alone. Because yesterday I sat with him and I made some lentils because that would boost his immune system and his mood. And then I sat with him and I realized once more, it's actually, he doesn't give a shit if I talk. He just wants the attention. He just wants to talk, and he just wants me to listen. He doesn't give a shit what I want. Not at all. If it were up to him, I would sit there all night and listen to his stories. That's kind of selfish and that's kind of greedy. And that's why I left to watch a movie and upload my videos, right? So I had to set some boundaries. I ate with him, I left. No, job done. If that's not enough for him, well, then it's your problem. So what else did I do today then? I was sleeping. And of course I ate the pancakes and stuff. And then I realized my dad was now going to work on the facade of the house. And I felt that unspoken expectation, because I know he is like this. If he works, he expects everybody to help him. But I didn't. I left. And you know what happened? I was in the kitchen. And I was still, I was torn apart. I thought, should I stay or should I go? Should I offer him help? Or should I go to the park slackline and record some videos? I also took some pictures, so I have new textures for my paintings. And I was really torn apart. This was like hell for me. And then I tried to think of all these moments in the past couple of weeks and in my entire life where I helped my father, and I always hated it. There was not a day where I really enjoyed helping him. I always hated it. So it's dishonest work. I hate working for other men. I literally hate it. Because it's dishonest to myself, because they always look down on me, and that's not the position where I see myself. So I was standing in the kitchen and he came in wearing his working clothes, and the energy he was sending towards me was just pure expectation. He was expecting me to help him, but I didn't offer it. I just ignored it and I left to do my own thing. And it was really hard, but I'm glad I did it anyway. I just have to remember to do the same thing tomorrow, because he will get more and more angry the more and more days are passing, and the more and more days I don't help him. And when he asks me, I will say, sorry, I don't have time for that, because I don't. Because living ignoring my own truth will make me suffer quite a bit, and it's draining my energy instantly. So right now I have to make very, very conscious decisions. And that's why I said I'm not gonna help him. No matter how hard it is, but I have to leave this place, and for that I have to put in the extra work to get out of here. I have to get out of that I have to work. For myself, and God, and whatever. And for the people that appreciate me being there. And that probably has something to do with setting boundaries. It's really hard to set boundaries in your own family because of all these stupid expectations where they think, because you're my son, you have to do certain things. And what also always helps me is thinking about the book Autobiography of a Yogi, where the father also worked a lot and he had a lot of money. But he also, he also shared it with his son, because his son was a yogi. So he lived a different kind of life. He was serving the people. He was following his, path of God, which is working towards enlightenment or something. And that's what I'm doing. But I have to acknowledge that, because my father will never acknowledge it, because he can't understand it, He can't understand why people don't help him. If I don't help him, he takes it personally. He thinks, oh, he probably hates me. So he feels unloved, but that's not my fault. He feels that way anyway. And it's for him to change that. And the best way to make him realize, that he's actually a lovable person is if he stops being so needy with other people. Like, he doesn't take responsibility of his own food. So if my mom doesn't cook for him, he gives a shit about it. So I give him warm food, and then he drops like a stupid comment. Oh, it's the first time I get warm food since I'm home. Oh yeah, poor you. Just order some fries or something. Like, what do we have to do with that? You can't feed yourself. Like, what's gonna happen if we're all gonna leave? You're just gonna die or what? You're just gonna starve and just keep eating bread and say, nobody's here to feed me. Well, poor you. I taught myself how to cook. And if you wouldn't be so stubborn, you might as well. But you're stuck in these kind of beliefs. A man has to sit behind his desk and earn the money, and the woman has to cook. Yeah. Well, your woman doesn't really like cooking. And the consequence is, if she doesn't cook, you don't eat anything more. So, actually, I would help him more if I would not cook for him at all. If I would leave it up to him to get the food, because that's the other thing. He would never just go to the pot that I cooked and take something out of it. No, he waits till somebody offers it to him. And, the reason I'm telling you this is because some people, they want us to suck up their bullshit all the time. But they're the reason, that this even exists. It's their own fault. Because they can't step away from themselves and realize, oh shit, I'm creating this myself, right? I could just be open to learn how to cook, and then I could teach myself cooking. But they don't do that. They just remain stubborn. And then, when I'm stubborn, which I'm not, I just know what I want. I actually thought about, what do I want to do? And then I do it, and then you could say stubborn, but actually I'm just determined. But some people really are just stubborn. They don't even know why they don't want to cook. They just don't want to cook. No, my wife should do that. Well, get off your high horse. Get off your high horse. And just learn how to cook yourself. Yeah, it just makes me angry, because I think it's something to get angry about. And I don't like sitting so far away from the camera, because that means I have to shout a lot. And I think it's not very nice to shout. Well, that's just the situation we're in, right?